Hey guys, and welcome back to another fantastical day of Disneython to fun. Today we have yet another Little Mermaid flick slash commentary for you. This is the Little Mermaid 3 Ariel's Beginning, or just the Little Mermaid Ariel's Beginning if you prefer to be pedantic.
It will never be Ariel's Revenge, unfortunately.
That'd be amazing. Make it a video game tie-in.
Sure, why not? I mean, they've done that before, right?
It goes without saying that THD is along for this watery ride, so we're just going to get right on with things. Every bit of singing information your heart could possibly desire is there in the video description, so give that a once over if you're a little bit confused. But we're going to get right into it, so here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Now, I rather enjoyed Little Mermaid 2, at least when we were recording it, but I don't think I've ever watched the third film all the way through. What exactly am I in for?
I'm not particularly sure. I know the third, I believe, did kind of sink under the radar of most people. It is a completely unnecessary movie when you give it any sort of length of thought, because it's got nothing to do with the stuff that was established in the first and the second one. And it's not Ariel's Revenge, it's not following on that, so what's the point, am I right?
Oh, the Little Mermaid Rising Revengeance.
But this is basically just like, setting everything up for some reason, like I said. It actually introduces for the first time Ariel's mother, who was, as always with the Disney movies, mysteriously absent from the original movies. So here's how she died, everybody.
Oh, it's a direct-to-video prequel.
Yeah, it's the worst of both worlds.
Alright, I'm seeing here it released in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
It's 77 minutes long, which is great. It's like just after the point I start to peter out.
That's true. Well, I started to peter out on some of these movies like long before that, but still.
Well, at least there's no interactive music segments in this particular flick.
Oh, trust me, there'll be musical segments, and if you dance along at home, you're interacting, unless you should cut it out. Oh my god, it's like no white hair Triton, that's new.
Yeah. They should really put that variant into the next Smash Bros. I've been wanting different colours of Tryon.
And a little tiny Ariel. It's just, I always think it's kind of weird when they have, like, back there we saw, like, one of the more excess-weighted mermaids, you know what I'm
fat.
saying?
You're trying to say fat mermaid.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I mean, I don't want to be cruel. I used to be excess-weighted myself. But it's always kind of weird. I never really think that's like a thing, because you think with them swimming around all the time, they would kind of thin out more naturally, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's easy to see where Ariel got both her looks and love for music from.
It's kind of weird how her mother, like Ariel takes so much after her mother, and then you consider all of her other daughters who don't really match up that well. I mean, I would guess that blonde hair is sort of a recessive kind of trait within mermaid families, I suppose.
Queen Athena's speaking voice is Lorelei Hill Butters, who I've honestly never heard of, but her singing voice is Andrea Robinson.
Andrea Robinson, she actually sounds a little bit familiar. I'd have to look that up later.
Well, I've got Wikipedia up, so I'll do all your hard work for you.
There you go.
She sang the song Your Heart Will Lead You Home in the Tigger movie.
I haven't seen that, but okay.
She was uncredited as being part of the chorus in Beauty and the Beast the Enchanted Christmas.
Well, that's just sad. And then again, it's not, because you're not really missing that much.
She was the singing voice of Sister Mary Robert in both of the Sister Act movies.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
And she was a singer in Yogi's First Christmas.
Well, okay, that's also good. I'm glad she's getting such inspiring, prolific work here.
I will say, for a direct-to-video thing, it doesn't look too bad so far, animation-wise.
Well, I mean, like you said, this was released in 2008. They had, more, I would assume cost-cutting techniques to still make it look good. I mean, it's very clearly digitally painted, that kind of thing. It doesn't look bad, all things considered, yeah.
Aw, our parents love each other. Let's embarrass them.
Man, I cannot wait for shit to hit the fan, because they really are playing up how fucking amazing life is right now.
Maybe that's what turned his hair white. Like, he's still, roughly young, but just the shock of seeing his wife pass away so violently and suddenly just turned him prematurely white.
And then what happens is, the vortex appears in the sky and abducts Ariel's entire family,
Oh,
and then
Jesus.
she has to go save them across time and space.
Okay, what are you referencing here?
Echoed the dolphin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you first play that game, it's like, oh, it's so happy, and then all hell breaks loose. See, right now, all hell is breaking loose.
I must save my multicolored daughters.
How in the fuck did she get her tail caught in the rock while she was on the rock? Never mind.
Oh no, they're stealing Sheik's musical stuff.
You gotta watch out for that. No, apparently there's I don't know if this is an actual kind of myth, but I think if you catch a mermaid, eat her flesh, you become immortal, but something weird happens to you. Is that just an anime I saw one time? I don't remember.
Oh my god, she got crushed against the fucking rocks!
That is pretty brutal, admittedly. If you're gonna kill a parent, you need to go all out, man.
Yeah, they didn't fuck about with Mufasa either. Disney hates parents.
I'm surprised that music box floated, considering the fact it's made of a seashell, which usually tends to sink.
Oh, is this why he kind of bans all music? Get out of here, I hate you!
Yeah, he sort of has a weird hissy fit in that, music... okay, music reminds him of his wife. Man, I'm mixing up these pronouns. Music reminds him so much of his wife. That's why he's decided to ban music. This solves no problems. Instead, why doesn't he just put a giant ban on pirate ships from crushing people?
Yeah, where's your Triton, by the way?
He probably left it at home. That's why he wasn't able to do anything about it.
Meanwhile, in Sadsville...
I mean, even then, all the flowers are coming out, I suppose. Those are an enemy, right? Do they bloom like that? I would assume they do. It's been so long since I've played EcoQuest, I've completely forgotten what that game has taught me about, sea life and things like that.
You love that Let's Play, don't you?
That was a pretty good Let's Play, I think. I think it was one of our pretty good ones that year, yeah. Wait, doesn't Ursula eat those in, the first movie?
Oh god, what's going on?
Well, I know he's needed some sort of replacement for Ursula, and this woman doesn't exactly fit the bill, I'd have to say.
Wait a minute, you're telling me this woman with the dark underwater eyeshadow is an antagonist?
No, really. How did you guess?
Nice to see the sea manatees getting some work.
That's true. I think that's the first manatee we ever saw.
As opposed to the land manatees, sorry.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've known some land manatees in my life, and they're not exactly relatable.
Hey, what are you trying to say? I'm trying to lose weight.
I'm not insulting you. I'm insulting someone else completely different.
Okay.
Don't they have alarm clocks under the sea? How would that work, I wonder? Maybe they have a guy bang on the shell. Wake up!
Aqua-powered.
Yeah, it's like one of those perpetual motion machines that's powered by the waves.
Not music, definitely not music.
Well, I mean, he's banned all music, and yet there's gonna clearly be songs in this movie. He can't patrol everywhere around the seas. Somebody's gonna have a musical number whether he likes it or not.
And it's gonna be Ariel, I bet.
She's always the one who's always doing this kind of thing, yeah. How do I get a hairband that just sticks straight out that way? What sea animal makes that? Was it formed from coral?
I told you, I don't do underwater science, especially not underwater science.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that to Jotaro. He clearly knows what he's doing.
Why did he become, a marine biologist of all things? It seems so out of left field.
I think when he punched that shark, he's like, people pay me to do this.
Yeah, it feels
good. Unfortunately, he should have put a ban on stupid chariot races.
No music, sire.
That's not the normal voice for King Triton that we all know and love, is it?
No, that's Jim Cummings, because I believe his other voice actor passed away.
Yeah, that's it's a shame thing. Kenneth Mars, I believe his name was?
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. You obviously can't do anything about death, but Jim Cummings, I mean, he does cover everything. He's certainly prolific, and he has various kinds of vocal ranges, but I miss the original Triton so much at this point,
Yeah, I'm just looking under King Triton's aliases on Wikipedia. The Sea King, Red, which just puts me in mind of the King of Red Lions. Have you seen him in Hyrule Warriors?
I know he's in Hyrule Warriors. I haven't actually seen footage of him, being played in that game.
Legends specifically, that's where he debuted in. He uses the sail, for the ship when he's in ship mode as like a bow staff, and it's amazing.
That does sound pretty good. I'm always, in the mood for some good, staff-based ass kicking. I've seen like a few kung fu movies that way.
Seeing early teens Ariel is giving me a little bit of an uncanny valley effect, because I have the original Ariel so firmly in my mind.
She doesn't really look that different anyway. I'm honestly kind of missing the fact that she's supposed to be younger here.
Suppose we should talk a little bit about this character here. That's Marina Del Rey, and she is voiced by Sally Fields. Marina is basically, I believe, the governess, or the person who governs King Triton's daughters.
Now, I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I hear Sally Fields, and I do believe she was actually the one of the secondary characters in one of my favorite movies ever, Smokey and the Bandit. You ever see that?
No, I haven't, but I'll look it up for you.
Man, Smokey and the Bandit is one of my favorites. It cemented my love of, cross-country trips and the fucking beautiful 1970s Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Oh, that's a beautiful fucking car. I gotta tell you about that.
You mentioned that a few times. Yes, she was in Smokey and the Bandit. She was Carrie or Frog.
Okay, oh yeah, because that's what, Burt Reynolds said, I'm gonna call you Frog because you bounce around a lot and I like to jump you. That's what he said in the movie.
Nice. So this part of the movie is just, it's very early on, it's all like frivolity and hijinks, but wait a minute, here comes the evil person to shake up the status quo.
Come on, organize, bureaucracy, get my hand gestures, it's like directing somebody on a baseball field, except when it comes to paperwork, I guess.
Didn't really ask them to synchronize it, but I enjoy it. It suits my OCD nature.
I wonder if they have after school for mermaids.
How do you mean?
I would presume they would have like a normal school, and then after that they would go to a school afterwards, an after school, if you will. Presumably to wait until their parents swim by to pick them up.
You just throw too many words at me right now, too many concepts, and my mind can't cope.
Well, I would think that if Nemo the clownfish goes to school, like a school of fish, there you are. I would presume mermaids have the same thing.
Oh god, yeah, that's definitely not Kenneth Mars tier. I mean, Jim Cummings, I love you, but you know Kenneth Mars.
It's like he just gave her like a military type punishment, where they want you to do this, but they give you like a little toothbrush to clean up the floor with.
God, I hope those aren't manatee steaks.
Well, I'm glad you're letting the manatee feed the ravenous fish down there, because they definitely won't want to go after him.
If at the end of the movie she gets transformed into Ursula, I'm gonna pitch a shit fit. Believe me, honey, we all want to do that to Sebastian some days.
Well, it could be worse. You could be working sea retail. Okay, usually when a person has a key on their person, they use like a chain around their neck, presumably. He keeps it in his acute neck folds. That's how amazing this thing is.
He reminds me of Ronnie from Womp.
So he just like has like a little pocket in there. That's just, it will never unveil itself. It's secure at all times. That's admittedly pretty good if you're going to have that kind of thing on your person.
We call it the Flabosphere. He keeps the key in the northern of his Flabospheres.
Oh, that's something I'd be familiar with, not too long ago.
You're no longer fat, we get it. Stop rubbing it in.
So, yeah, that's her big thing. I want Sebastian's job, so I'm gonna scheme over it. Was that worth a film?
Well, she's probably going to get fired once the king finds out what she's doing. Just stick to looking after the daughters. That seems pretty cushy. You don't really have to do much, although then again, that being said, they are teenagers.
Are you putting bugles on her fingers? Because I always did that all the time whenever I used to eat those.
I would go for the rainbow-coloured one myself.
Did they have rainbow bugles?
This is barely a song. Pick it up.
I mean, you were mentioning how cushy of a job this is, but I'm gonna presume that since she's a control freak like myself, we want more control. We want more things to lord over,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not gonna be evil about it, but still.
That's why we did so many retakes back in the day. You just would not stop talking over me, and it really...
Don't blame me for your shit, alright?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, surely I was responsible a few times, but at the same time, we gotta give credit where credit is due. Is she, singing like how she wants to be a producer? Because this could go terribly wrong.
Oh, this is so direct-to-DVD, it actually kind of hurts.
Yeah, it feels really, really timely at the time, considering, all this kind of shit she's doing. And they always do that, I notice often, with these kind of villainous older women. They always have hair problems. You notice that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're bald, or their hair isn't as good, so they gotta wear a wig just to look better, and they do way too much fucking makeup.
Well, you see, when women become older, side note, this is satire, they become more, concerned with their appearance, because they become ugly in the eyes of society. Again, satire.
It's like the Stonehenge of the sea.
Flounder's beginning.
Flounder's Revenge, that would be an interesting game.
What is it with you and the concept of undersea revenge?
I don't know, but it sounds like a really cool idea, doesn't it?
Remember in Little Mermaid 2 where he was like a fat father and had a bunch of kids?
Okay, well, I'm not really sure if we could call him fat because I don't really know about how that particular fish tends to bulk up over time. But yeah, he was pretty fucking fat.
Do they know each other at this point, or is this the introduction scene?
Just let him be a DJ!
You'd love that episode.
It's busting a move, if you will. You're hyperventilating, Flounder. You're never gonna be able to talk to girlfish at this rate. Hello, Jeff Bennett. How are you doing today?
He's very easy to pick out of the animated undersea crowd, isn't he?
That's true. You listen to so much of these, cartoons, and you do so many of these movies that you get very, very good at learning when particular people are speaking. You know what I'm saying?
I could just imagine the video game version of the sequence. Did they ever bring out a video game for The Little Mermaid 3?
No, because it was a fucking direct-to-DVD thing.
The tie-in for it.
No, I know they had a Sega Genesis game, and I think that was your standard decent kind of platforming game. Mostly the original movies kind of got video games of that era, long after the fact, of course.
You had Lion King, you had Aladdin, Little Mermaid.
The Beauty and the Beast, I mentioned those video games.
There we go. We are now fully up to speed.
Yeah, we're basically friends at this juncture. You gave him a back injury from that.
Nothing illegal, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was just in another castle. You know what that's like, right?
Not music! Not wonderful sounds coming out of various instruments and/or mouths!
They need to ban Jeff Bennett voices from this kingdom,
He just suddenly starts talking like Jim Cummings. Oh no, that's even worse!
Well, we can't ban that. That's our king now.
Many people have tried to ban Jim Cummings, but he just keeps kicking his way into the recording studios.
Well, he was like the mask in the new Splatterhouse reboot they tried a few years back. I would imagine Jim Cummings' spirit will linger on as such even long after he's gone.
He has many Horcruxes. He will not be defeated.
So what exactly falls within the boundaries of making music and not making music? Because I could make mouth noises, and theoretically that could be called music.
Look, I've told you before, mouth music is talking.
That's true. So if I go...
No, there's a tune to that. There's a tune to that and I can dance to it. You're under arrest.
What if you talked to a tune if you sang everything you say? Would that count?
I would probably have to look up the rules for that.
Well, I mean, it's important to test the limits of this broad, senseless ban that he has on music just to see where you stand.
I think there's a pretty good joke coming up here. It's coming.
I'm waiting for it.
There you go. I like the version of that where Kanye West is shopped into it. It's the Kardashians.
Wait, how do you even... You know what, never mind. I guess if I asked questions about everything, we'd be here all day.
I suppose this was the chance for Ariel's sisters to shine as well, because they were super glossed over in the first movie, and I can't really remember anything, like, if at all, about them in the second.
That's true, they really do kind of give them some much-needed characterization, and they're able to stand out more individually as a result.
Back to being sad.
Okay.
It must really suck for him to, like, see Ariel every day, because she looks so much like her mother.
That's true, but then we have... I wonder if he has the same reaction to all the other daughters he has.
Well, they don't look like her, so, eh.
Being a single father, ruling the kingdoms, and taking care of the family, that'd be a great show. The Revenge, if you will.
Please stop.
Yeah, that looks like a good, place to sleep.
Don't you have to keep moving, otherwise you'll drown, or am I thinking of sharks?
Well, if they have shark maids, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they have fan art of that I don't want to see. I'm free, finally free from the castle, I can begin my adventure!
Flowers Revenge.
See, I told you Flounder would have a revenge, he's showing up again. Ariel, Ariel, wherefore art thou Ariel?
No, that's Rapunzel.
No, that's Romeo and Juliet.
Oh shit, fuck, restart the comp, it's ruined!
See, this is me when I'm trying to avoid wandering encounters in RPGs.
Yeah, especially with the RPGs where you can see the enemies on the battlefield.
That's true, just fuck that, just hide behind a rock, hope they go away. I'm gonna rave and I don't care what anybody thinks.
The thing is, though, if music is banned, what are you going to do about the tracks that follow certain characters? Leitmotifs and whatnot.
That's true, I mean, Ariel is the main character of this movie. I mean, she's got a lot of her own music following around her. Does he just have to plug his ears and hope he doesn't listen to it?
It's the king's door, it's the king's door.
It's really hard to sneak around when you have sneaking music following you, too.
Stop that shit.
Like if Solid Snake was trying to sneak around, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Kronk would just get captured straight away, because he makes his own theme music.
I really liked, actually, the Emperor's New Groove show, when, Kronk was doing stuff in it. I just like Kronk in general. I mean, it was okay.
It was okay.
But Kronk was just, a character I like, and Patrick Warburton, as usual, always does a good job.
Wonderfully hammy. Tell you what I did like with him in it, Kronk's New Groove. That actually wasn't half bad.
Oh, yeah, that was another one of them direct-to-DVD thingamajigs.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out there's actually an aquatic version of the smog monster for Ferngully down here.
Jesus Christ. Well, you know who Tim Curry did voice the Manta Ray in the cartoon series?
To enter here, does he have to say swordfish to a swordfish?
That seems kind of racist.
Well, I don't know. It's either that or get the one voiced by Jeff Bennett. Wow, fooling a door is surprisingly easy.
Great security, guys. It's interesting how they're spending most of this adventure underwater. When you look back to Little Mermaid 2, there was a lot of on-land stuff because of Ariel's daughter.
Yeah, it is weird that mermaids tend to spend most of their time underwater, Tom. I never got that.
Listen here, alright? You've been told.
You didn't even tell me anything. You're just like, listen. You're just like, listen here. That's what I thought. You're not cool enough. So was that like Kermit the Fish back there?
Oh, jeez.
You ever accidentally find yourself in a sassy nightclub?
All the time. It's actually really annoying. Okay, those clams are the stuff in nightmares.
Gotta get those fucking freaky fish again, because they showed up in one scene in the original movie. Gotta make a callback to that.
Oh my god, it is. It's basically the special editions of A New Hope.
Oh my god, yeah, that is a problem. And no, I have no idea how they know a Harry Belafonte song down here at this particular time period. You'll just have to ignore that.
When did that song come out?
That was, it came out way before the movie we all know it from, Beetlejuice. It was a big part of the Beetlejuice movie, but it came out in, like, the 80s, I think?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, but the point is, it's one of those anachronistic kind of things, and that really bugs me, because I like Harry Belafonte, so...
$5 says this is Sebastian. Yep.
Oh my god, what are you fucking doing? You are butchering this song right now, alright? I can see why that chef wanted to butcher you in the other movies.
I kind of like this angle, how he's, like, so close to the king, and, he loves and respects the guy, but he still loves music, so he sneaks out to, some illicit raves.
Well, yeah, but that would definitely cause some trouble. If he was this close to the king, you're really playing your cards a bit dangerously, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Ariel, you are adorable.
Don't compromise the boogie! You guys have a permit, right? Oh, Larry, you're doing it again!
No, it was planned this time.
Every single time somebody comes up, you spray and you go everywhere.
I can't help it, it's instinct.
That's no excuse.
No, I said ink stink, okay? Jesus.
Okay, okay, there you go. This is kind of the opposite of when they did Under the Sea, like everybody else remained there, but Ariel was gone.
Yeah.
I see you breathing back there.
You can't hide the bubbles from me.
Just play like a cool jazz beat. Hey everybody, it's cool. Let's all be groovy together.
I suppose the scene is a direct parallel to Under the Sea, and stuff like that when it's not, like, really fucking on the nose is actually pretty cool.
What's really weird is that, I can certainly understand banning music with, like, instruments, but patting on, like, a bongo, if you do it just enough, that's music and you can get in trouble for that? Oh no, I batted on a bongo like 5 times. That's a song, right?
Knock on the door. Arrested.
What if you actually got a shave and a haircut and you gave the guy 2 bits Under the Sea? Would that be considered music?
You'd never reach the 2 bits thing. You'd be clapped in irons before that happened. Ah, the wonderful Jodie Benson.
Yeah, this is like her only thing. Well, I know she was like Barbie in like Toy Story, and that's like it. I don't see much else.
Let me actually look up like what she's been doing these days.
Besides, doing all the Little Mermaid media, because like I said before, that pay is good enough. Fuck it.
Yeah, money for life. Let's see. She was a singing teacher in Star vs. the Forces of Evil last year in 2015.
Oh, I don't watch that show.
I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. It's actually not that bad. It was a little bit overly quirky, but I enjoy it. She was in Sophia the First, another Disney thing where she reprised her role as Princess Ariel and voiced.
Okay, that's cheating, and that doesn't count. I mean, roles besides Ariel.
Okay, she's going to be Barbie again in Toy Story 4 in 2018.
Oh my god, I forgot they're doing Toy Story 4. It's over, guys.
Yeah. She was in Camp Laszlo.
I have seen way too much of Camp Laszlo. I shouldn't have, because I didn't really like it, but I didn't know.
Yeah, just something to, pass the time whenever it was on. She was the Blue Fairy in The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
I haven't watched enough of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, but I don't really like that show either.
Oh, she was Helen of Troy in Hercules, the cartoon series.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
huh.
I always forget, though.
I don't recall that episode well enough. I didn't watch, all of the series, but it's been so long.
Oh, she was Thumbelina in Thumbelina.
Oh, good.
That's the Don Bluth film, I believe.
Don Bluth is trying to actually do Dragon Slayer as a movie again. I think it got funding for that on, Indiegogo or whatever. I don't remember.
God, I'm just like going through all this and like video games. Princess Ariel, Princess Ariel, Princess Ariel. Oh, she was Nasira in Disney's Aladdin in Nasira's Revenge.
Oh, that game you like vaguely played for a little bit on stream, I think.
Oh, she was Aquagirl in Batman Beyond, very apt, and Atta in A Bug's Life, the video game.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, I like voice acting trivia. Okay.
Oh my god, it's like Congress smushed into one person.
Let her have her musical freedom. I mean, let her have freedom.
It is weird to see Sebastian going to bat for Ariel's, headstrongness of all things.
He probably got more cranky and like fed up with her shit as time went on.
I imagine most people would, yeah. Whoa, really? You two should be besties. I think it would be very quirky and lovable.
My court should get on with one another. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. That tends to be the typical theme of a lot of these kind of royal courts. They never get along.
I actually kind of like this character. It's a shame she's like pigeonholed into being like a shitty antagonist, because I think that kind of dynamic with Sebastian works pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's really mostly focused on just kind of implementing a bit more control, but she kind of hates her job or something like that, so I guess that's a good reason to go evil!
Wait, hang on, wasn't Ursula a member of Triton's court?
I believe she was. This was probably before Ursula came in. That's what I'm thinking. Like, they did this stuff with Marina. Oh, I need a new one. Here comes Ursula. Oh, wait, she's a little evil. Let me fix that. She's got like a little pompadour on the side.
What the fuck did you say about my underwater hair?
She was trying to start her second ponytail, but it never quite went anywhere. Was it a girl? It was a kelp forest. Ooh!
Can you tell who's the most responsible and mature of her sisters? It's the one who's wearing a crown, basically.
There you go, that makes sense. I wonder if they have playfish underneath the sea.
In what manner?
In any manner. I would think that would be an important question.
No, I don't know what you mean by playfish. It could mean many things.
Like Playgirl or Playboy.
Oh, right, alright. I thought you just meant fish that you played with.
Well, with some of these, technically, people have played with them before, yes.
Oh man, I could just lay eggs and have another guy come on these to this particular magazine.
I'm so glad you decided to say that particular sentence today.
You've seen that Futurama episode, right?
Yeah, that was the one where they go overseas, and then, like, he was gonna have sex with the mermaid, and she's like, what's that? I don't know.
Oh, jeez, I do believe I'm getting the vapors. This is not terrible so far. I'm mildly entertained.
Yeah, like, it's not as horrible as I would thought it would be. Like the second one, I would think is definitely one of the worst of the Little Mermaid things we have seen. But this one isn't as bad. It's not great, but eh.
I didn't mind number two. Like, it was mostly, the fact that we were talking over it and having fun with it. My major gripes were like the walrus and the penguin or whatever those animals were. I thought they were unnecessary. Otherwise, it was fun.
Well, I mean, it was a complete retread of the first movie, except in a slightly different context. At least here, it's a little bit more different,
Yeah.
Is the manatee like her life coach or something? Because he seems to have that very kind of calming presence.
Basically, yeah. Let me see if I can find any information on him in the wiki.
You can succeed, Marina. I believe in you.
Benjamin is a light green manatee and Marina's sidekick. Unlike Marina, Benjamin is a softie who loves Ariel and her sisters and wishes Marina would be nice. He is voiced by Jeff Bennett.
Okay. Another Jeff Bennett voice, but at least it wasn't that obvious to tell this time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like Marina's only motivation is like she feels she's been stuck as the governess for too long, and her primary motivation is to take over Sebastian's job as the king's attaché.
Yeah, there you go. So she wants to be like a case? What's up with that?
I will file everything in you.
You know, Marina, they do kill particular animals in the sea to make cases. Just think about this a little bit more.
God, like half the royal family is here enjoying illicit music. How will the public react to this?
And then a Michael J. Fox fish comes in, and he plays, which song did he play in the movie? Because, you know, I have not actually seen the Back to the Future movies, so I don't know it off the top of my head.
Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good, yeah, that kind of thing.
That's very funny, actually.
Why are they hitting on the... I'm not sure if I agree with this direction you're taking here, guys.
Yeah, getting a little bit sultry up in here.
Don't fuck the dolphin, you don't want to.
What the fuck?
That is just gonna cause you problems down the line, let me tell you.
Did we ever see Jotaro's wife?
I don't think they no, I think they do show her, like, very briefly in part 6.
Because I gotta say, like, otherwise I would suspect that friggin' Jolene was part dolphin. Have you seen that edited Jotaro image? It's like how do you have sex with dolphins? Asking for a friend.
I don't think I've seen that, but you'll have to show me.
Just put a dance sequence here. We have a lot of film to pad out.
She plays pretty good for somebody who grew up in a kingdom who didn't know how to have any music.
Aw, bonding. Over illegal music.
Well, illegal things brings everyone in the family together. That's what they used to do in terms of bootlegging alcohol, right?
Uh-oh. The fun police is on the trail.
Wow, that was a pretty neat trick.
I'm half expecting them to bust down the walls and like all the swordfish police will come in now.
That'd be pretty good. You know, it's like a SWAT kind of thing.
Oh, she has dirt on Sebastian now. Yes, you are Jamaican.
You know, I think Fishtail is a bit more endearing than theirs.
Wait, you mean Shark Toe?
Oh yeah, Shark Tail, I'm sorry. They all fucking blend together, don't they? What was my name again? I don't remember.
Something with A. We're just not going to use the beds that our father, like, put together for us? No? Alright.
You just decided to have a random sleepover type deal.
Oh, jeez. Dramatic zoom in on her.
For a brief moment, I thought this was like a dream sequence, but no, apparently they went back the next night.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, it's happening!
Oh my god, you were correct!
A lot of things that I'm predicting are coming true in this movie. Is that the film being predictable, or me just being fucking savvy?
Larry, goddammit, at least this time it was helpful for you to spray everywhere.
Now, Flounder, it's time for you to understand and learn the concept of a snitch. Remember, they get stitches. Forever and ever and ever, I hate music.
Music is for poopy heads.
Yeah, I was going to say, he looks surprisingly happy there to be arrested.
Oh well, I've never been part of government before.
Well, you're technically part of government. That's a really optimistic way of looking at being arrested.
That's true.
Is he gonna blow up the nightclub just like he did with Eric's statue in the first movie?
I hope he does, because that would be rad. Come on, do it, man. You know you want to.
Here it comes!
Quit having fun, guys!
Amazing. It's taken like a few beats from the first movie, but for the most part, I'm surprisingly enjoying this. Oh, the quiet disappointment.
Well, you did make a third and second sequel to the movie when you weren't supposed to. I would consider that bad.
No, that's nothing compared to busting out a fat jam.
That's true.
This is my shouty voice! Never make me put on my shouty voice. It reminds me of your mother. I hate music!
It reminds me of Kenneth Mars. You know I cannot reach that pitch. I'm sorry. Well, to be fair, she didn't want to get smashed by a boat either, so...
We all want a lot of things. We don't always get what we want.
But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. Oh wait, no, that's music. See, we can't have that. We can't even reference songs. That sucks. Wait, how can they be grounded if they're in water? Is it... I'd say beached, but they're still in water. Just say that to your cigarettes next time, and I'm sure they'll listen.
Can you tell which is the anti-authoritarian daughter and which is the authoritarian one?
The anti-authoritarian is the one we're following, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure, because I thought you actually had one of the different sisters that I really have not paid that much attention to.
Yeah, I'll expect that essay on my desk first thing tomorrow morning, by the way.
Don't have a victory song, please. Oh my god.
Was she making a commercial?
Hello, come to Atlantica. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. I love it. I'm getting shades of Yzma right now.
Yeah, I'm totally getting that vibe myself.
And spit on them from a high height.
Even though it will blend with the water, not really go anywhere.
I was gonna say, yeah. Oh no, it's taking me up to the surface. Jesus, help me!
See, Mr. Krabs told you to avoid those hooks. I was expecting her to fall on her ass. Wait, did she get a wardrobe delivered? Narnia's behind that, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Did she turn into like a Super Sentai villain?
This is my final form.
Yeah, that's what happens when you reduce her HP enough.
Hang on. There's electric eels being locked up.
Yeah, that's always a good idea. Oh, you know, you're never supposed to touch an electrical outlet.
Well, you know what Ursula's minions were.
That's true, that's true. I mean, we gotta play back to that a little bit, at least. I'd sing a song about how sad I am, but that's not allowed.
Well, at least they have to use like a lot of interesting camera angles and shit, you know, because of the lack of music.
Except now we have a little bit of that, of course. And then they stop. And you're throwing me off, movie. I'm not used to this Disney movie not having as much music as I thought it was going to be. You'll never diss me, Coral. Coral doesn't need music, so it's okay.
He hasn't visited this place in a long time.
That's true. I thought they had like an official gardener for that kind of thing. Well, I guess not here because there's a statue of his dead wife, and yeah, I guess I would be reluctant to visit it too. Younger me, how did you get through this shit?
You're attempting to inject feels into my veins, but I won't let you. Cold black heart, activate.
Don't worry, I've been on the internet for a very long time. I can't feel anything anymore.
I can attest to that.
Well, except when it's Pearl having the worst time of her life.
Ariel's PTSD. No, Triton's PTSD ride, the animation.
That's what it feels like, yeah. I'm gonna run to the city to be a stud.
Yeah, cut to Ariel just beached, flopping about, trying desperately to get back into the water.
Sayonara, Ariel the mermaid.
Ariel the hedgehog. Meanwhile, in jail...
They won't even give you a harmonica because that's music. Whoa! See, that's what happens after he lost the race with the hare.
They imprisoned him underwater? Jesus.
Well, yeah, that's what typically happens, right? Or have I been running those races wrong?
Well, don't forget, tortoises are the land ones, turtles are the sea ones. Oh, he's doing an Attica reference.
Thank you, deep voice Manta Ray. You've told us what we're all thinking.
That's Kevin Michael Richardson, isn't it?
Yeah, that probably is.
Cheeks the Blowfish and Ray Ray the Manta Ray.
Ray Ray? Really? So what other collectible characters has he voiced in this movie?
Oh, I just read them both out.
Oh, okay.
That's Rob Paulson as Inkspot the Octopus. And Swifty the Shrimp.
It should be tasty, the shrimp, considering how much shrimp people eat.
Have you ever had shrimp?
I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like eating what I call the bugs of the sea.
Ah, yeah.
Shark bait, shark bait, shark bait, shark bait.
You could literally go through the bars right now,
I was
Sebastian.
fixing to say. It's a series with Tommy Lee Jones, Flounder. Nothing beats rock. But we have to go find a spot in the dungeon where they took all of our weapons and items.
It's called the Seven Seas, Sebastian. We'll go visit another kingdom.
That's true. Let's go to Antarctica. I hear that's a good place to swim, if you can stand the cold.
I want to see the underwater castles and shit.
That would be interesting, yeah. Like, I would like to see how all the other, undersea kingdoms look.
Didn't they vaguely, touch on this in the cartoon series?
They may have. It's been so long since I've seen it.
I remember that Ariel had a deaf friend.
Was the deaf friend in a wheelchair, too?
Yeah, and I think she was blind and all.
See, you think I'm making a joke there, but there's actually been another series where they had a mythological creature who rolled around in a wheelchair. A modern wheelchair, need I remind you.
What did Sebastian like? We're gonna ban that now.
He like dancing, he likes singing. Does he like getting treaded on all the time? We'll have to stop that.
Oh wait, we're missing one.
Unless she turned into a flower. Oh my god, what happened?
Oh, how am I gonna explain this to Triton?
No, there's no space underneath there. Well, at least she left her tooth underneath for the Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy's gonna have a bitch of a time getting down to Atlantica.
Especially her without music.
I'll send the submarine division to fetch that tooth.
You guys are not very good at this stealth thing, I notice. Is that the joke?
He's doing his own theme music, Hell Dragon.
Like I told you, music follows a lot of these characters, so you gotta watch out for that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, baby.
We'll start our own kingdom of music and blackjack.
Just forget the whole thing.
You're not singing well, but you are singing.
This sounds dangerously like the segue into a song.
I hope this isn't crunk. I don't want to get crunk in here. Alright, I guess. Well, good thing it was easy to find them because they wouldn't shut the fuck up. So that's the rights to the only song you guys got for this movie, huh? Harry Belafonte, is that it?
What's the actual name of the song?
I don't think it's Shake Shake Sonora. I'm trying to remember if it had an actual different name.
Well, I can look up the OST and whatnot. Athena's song, Just One Mistake. I remember. Jump in the Line.
Jump in the Line, that's what it's called. I knew that was it. I like this better at the end of Beetlejuice, though.
Beetlejuice is a fucking great film.
It's good, I just have a difficult time watching it.
Spooky 2? For you?
It's pretty fucking weird.
Said that pretty weird, but I'm glad you got the point. Aren't they making a sequel to that?
Are they?
I think they are.
It'd be a bit late for that. Then again, they're remaking Ghostbusters, so okay.
I don't think Michael Keaton would need face paint and shit for this one at this point.
Yeah, that's true. I think he's well long gone.
All respect to the guy, he fucking killed it in the original Beetlejuice.
I agree. I watch the cartoon more often, really.
Yeah, the cartoon was okay.
Okay, you're really going with that, huh?
Bitch, what are you wearing?
So what will you do after you've destroyed the Power Rangers? This is part of my 4-year plan to destroy the Power Rangers and move on to the land.
God, I miss Sebastian.
Sebastian was not a nerd.
I swear to God, if she dresses up as Triton's dead wife to try and, win him over, I'm turning off this video and going out and doing something productive.
Triton would definitely be justified as fucking smiting her then and there with a lightning blast.
He always comes around eventually. He lets his own guilt eat him up.
To be fair, she really helped here.
Oh jeez, now back to angry daddy.
My God, she turned into this flower.
Stop doing that, it's not gonna run into anything.
Hello. You think he would hire some sharks, but I guess they just can't be dealt with. I don't know.
I guess I'll run the place in your stead.
Well, the throne has been worn in. I'll kill this flower. Wait, why is the turtle walking and everybody else swimming? And more to the point, why isn't he walking on 4 legs like most turtles do as opposed to 2?
Shh, he'll be okay, Eldra. Shh.
We will start our new society here. Are you like the sound effect guy from the Police Academy movies?
Who voices this guy? Let me look it up. I'm wiki man for this particular commentary.
Well, I'm trying to learn about all these colorful random characters we just fucking met.
I'm not actually sure. It doesn't seem to say.
It's like it's not important or anything.
Unless his name is Shelbo, and I just haven't been paying attention.
We're not lost. I just don't know where we're going. For the moment.
Yeah, Shelbo, a teal sea turtle who plays the drums, voiced by Jim Cummings.
Oh, okay. Let's go to war, I mean. You did all of that work too, I'm so sad. No, you gotta reach in here and get it.
Oh yeah.
That's called commitment.
That's a fate worse than death.
No, use your indoor words. Oh, it was on a rope. Huh.
That's what you get for not paying attention trying to make jokes.
They didn't draw the rope. Whatever. No, I don't think you should feel good about this.
They look much more vicious than Flotsam and Jetsam.
Molecular shield. Man, they got like the huge underbite thing going on. That's kind of neat.
Evil! I'm going to do evil, Benjamin, and if you try and get in my way, I'll turn you into a fucking hamburger.
I'll fire you and get another life coach. You know, you just start killing once and it becomes easier and easier and easier.
First one's the hardest.
We are all sons of bitches, Benjamin.
I like this guy.
Yeah, he's not a bad character. I actually like him.
Like, he doesn't even hate his boss now, he's just really disappointed.
He's all very kind of chill-ish, you know. It's like, okay, we're fucked, but you know, it's fine.
This exile is going great.
Well, he's not Exile 3. You're not even gonna get that because you haven't played that game.
No!
Yeah, not many people have. That was a pretty comfortable rock, I gotta admit. Out of all the rocks I've slept on, that was probably one of the best.
It's too close to this other rock, which is mine.
Do they have, like, mirages in the sea desert?
I would imagine so.
The sun's already filtered, like, they can't create the distortion, you know? That's very responsible of you, Sebastian, so we better get you your job back pronto.
Yeah. Oh, he was trying to, like, put her into a position of responsibility, okay. Are we entering the fucking far plane now or something?
Something like that, yeah. That's what's going on here. It's like a meteorite. I've been looking for this heart container.
Oh, this place is amazing.
Oh, this is the room where she fights, like, Han, and he does, like, all the mirrors to kind of hide his presence.
Bet her mother is going to turn up in one of the reflections.
So that's where that went. See, I told you it sank because it's a seashell.
Straight up magic, y'all.
Don't put me near any ships. Love your wife. Yeah, remember when you played the Ariel's Beginning RPG, and this played after you beat the final Marina phase? And it kind of loses something without the whole Beauty and the Beast kind of chandelier up top. Then you flash back to that first day Marina came on the job. She was so happy and full of life, and look what happened. Man, it sure was fucking whimsical back then. Oh, this is great. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
And then, the ship of death.
Do you think the daughter of the pirate ship that crashed also had one of these opened up and just saw, like, the spinning pirate ship mother she had?
What's wrong with you? That's so weird and obtuse. Surreal, even.
Well, you should have known that by now, doing commentaries with me. Hey, honey, a lot of us are that way, and our parents aren't even dead.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's gonna love hearing that tune again.
Oh, come on, he's kind of warming up at this point in the movie. It should be okay.
Well, I'm not saying like he'll be like super duper angry and hateful, it's just that it might trigger something.
Wow, that really is Jim Cummings. That sounds kind of more like his, what voice was that? Because I'm trying to pull a cartoon where he used that particular tone.
Slightly southern?
Something like that, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's hard to verbally describe voice, I admit.
Well, he did do a little bit of a southern twang in Princess and the Frog, I believe.
Oh yeah, he was like the fucking, was he the crocodile or the fly?
He was the what type of insect is it? Light bulb fly. Let's just say that for now.
Oh, the firefly.
Yeah, there you go.
Light bulb fly. Glowing butt monster, sure.
This is real bad, baby.
Alright, I guess we'll go die.
Yeah, we have to form some sort of secret army and take the castle by force.
We didn't even establish our secret team yet. I ain't feeling this, baby. Godspeed, little flounder.
The music swelled triumphantly, though.
That's how Trian will know he's coming back, because it's going to be following him. That's not the castle. Yes, it takes a little bit longer. Hey now. I'm watching you, movie. Flounder sucks in this movie, though, I have to admit.
You're not a fan of him?
He's really fucking annoying, yeah. Hey, that's my spleen, bucko.
Oh, that's pretty effective, actually.
That's a pretty good angle, like, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a really good cinematography there. Oh.
And then Marina got right into the frame.
Yeah. What are you fucking wearing?
Okay, are they trying to foreshadow something regarding Ursula? Because she wears purple a lot. She hangs out with eels. She's down to clown with eels. And that pose was very Ursula-esque.
I guess it turns out that Triton likes hiring people who are sketchy and wear purple all the time.
He has a type, if you will.
True. I can only imagine the conversation. Well, that Marina character, she didn't work out, but you look legit.
Cut to Pat Carroll just cackling at her loudest.
That was a good throw. Which is especially good considering the aerodynamics of the water, as in there's none, I think.
Gotta factor in drag, though.
We are not high enough level to fight this mob yet. D-D-D-D. D-D-D-D-D-D. Oh, I heard that. It's dumb foo.
It's that awkward part of the video game where you just switch to playing as Sebastian for like 5 minutes.
You don't know his controls, the boss fight's not very good.
And Ariel's slowly being killed by some fucking, like, eel clones.
You gotta beat her in a certain amount of time. Well, that could have been better. Gotta watch out for that tail attack on the back end, you know? Godspeed, fat fishman.
Ah yes, the domino effect. Super effective against eels.
I contributed, I think. See, I told you that when he killed them. No, I think there's a little more thing to be concerned about at the moment.
You want some more?
Yo, what's up, motherfucker? I can't wait to subscribe to his Let's Play channel. Well, it's no Metal Gear Rising, but it'll do, I guess.
Metal Gear Tide Rising. Nothing? No?
No.
Okay.
I thought she was going to say, you suck, which would have been a lot better.
It's cool, I'm using the Joseph Joestar technique.
Well, you know, going serpentine, that also tends to help. What, you have a special technique? Oh, he does. We call this improvisation. Wow, you guys are some stupid fucking eels.
Oh yeah. Now I miss Flotsam and Jetsam.
You didn't Flotsam and Jetsam also get tied up like this?
I'm not sure, but they at least talked.
Yeah, this is great America.
Sebastian getting blown the fuck out in 3, 2, 1.
Dome missile.
She gonna get crushed against the marina.
And now I have to ban all marinas from the kingdom. Ooh, what you say? Oh my god, that slight tap killed her. Ah, and she floated down so gently, her entire body must be broken. Like, I can get getting crushed by between a rock and a ship. Like, that's a death. But this didn't look like it did anything.
Not again. Not again!
Ban all marinas. I'm gonna ban every fish from the kingdom, because clearly they're causing this problem.
Water is also banned. Get out.
Yeah, water just fuck right off. We'll figure something out. I'm not dead. I'm waiting for him to cry and for his tears to kind of bubble up.
Don't even start me, alright?
Pushing me over the fucking line.
My hypocritical powers will bring you back to life.
See, that's not really bad, Dad. I'm okay. Marina has no upper body strength. We're fine.
When she tilted her head back, I thought she was just gonna fall unconscious again. Like, singing woke me up, but now that I realise it's you singing, it's so bad, I'll just go, duh.
Well, that was some mild tension. Thank God that got resolved. It's like she's Jesus, brother.
Back from the dead.
You're gonna hug me with your mouth. I'm not sure if I want that, Octopus Man. Case closed.
But Tish.
How do you know?
It's the same as it always is. Oh, we're gonna end the movie on a song, aren't we?
Well, I mean, we've spent so long banning music, we gotta bring it back in a way we can all regret. You know, in the next election, they're like, they really should ban music again. I'm gonna vote for the guy who's gonna do that.
Yay, hooray for music!
Music is pretty fucking awesome.
Ah, so we're tying that into the first film.
Okay, there we go.
Now all we need is Ursula.
Don't blow it. It's not every day you have legally dedicated fish. We only got one song, guys. Better use the fuck out of it. And then they go to Vegas for the weekend, which was a weird way to conclude the movie, but still.
No, it's a different song. You're okay now, Hell Dragon.
Okay, I'm fixing to say, because I'm getting defensive here. Was it about to fire an energy blast?
Aww.
Hey, guy I've never met before, let's be a thing now. Well, I'm out of this movie. Don't invite me again, unless there's a revenge involved.
There we go.
We spent like $50 on this effect and we're gonna use it, damn it. And that's how the first Oscar was made.
What? How does that work? Explain, movie!
It's the power of love. Don't need money. Don't need fame. You know, that kind. No, you're besmirching my garden. No, you're doing it. You're doing it. I want to see the day, like, after this. They're like, you want a conga today? I'm not really feeling it.
Let's dance around your mother's memorial. That sounds like a good idea. Not disrespectful at all.
We're alive, and you're not.
So we're just not going to get a tie-in with Ursula then?
Not really, no. It would be kind of great if she showed up at the very last moment, you know?
Oh well, that was The Little Mermaid 3, Ariel's beginning. Oh, okay, a stinger.
You gotta wait till after the credits for this, usually. And then she rotted in prison forever.
The end.
Told you he was a good life coach.
So glad we can do this in jail now since it's no longer illegal.
Fuck it, I'll just do it, I guess. I love that. She's just like, alright, okay.
And now we're done.
Okay, there we go.
So yes, that was, again, The Little Mermaid 3, Ariel's beginning. Thoughts?
It wasn't as bad as I was expecting it. I have to admit, I originally got this because I thought it was going to be fucking awful and I wanted to make you suffer, but I actually, all things considered, there have been worse direct-to-DVD mermaid movies, so I think this was actually not that bad, all things considered.
Well, it was because the characters we know, like the established ones, are so great, and there's just like a lot of life and energy put into it. Not all the jokes hit home, and I'd have to say, I think Little Mermaid 2 is a little bit better, like those stupid side buddy characters aside, but yeah, I had a good time with this.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have your kids something to watch, you know, you could definitely do a lot worse than Little Mermaid 3, let's be honest.
Indeed. Okay guys, that'll do it for today, but please come back tomorrow if you get another Disneython 2 commentary. Bye for now.